OB60 hits the 4th of October, and what's October known for? Being a rather spooky time of the year, so you can imagine what this fantastic update has in store for us this October. Now, I normally start off with the cosmetics, but the footage for them is on the new map, so I'm going to start with the new map. Foreman's Rise for Onslaught. This map has the same art style as Splitstone Quarry, and that's because if you look off the side of the map, you can see Splitstone Quarry right down below. Now, some of you may recognize the map itself. It was the test map Tilted. So it's really cool to see this map with art now. There are also some differences with how the map is laid out as well, and I think it's a lot better. Alright, now that you guys know about the new map, let's look at the cosmetics. We're getting 3 new additions to the Flare Box. 3 Roar emotes for Bomb King, Drogos, and Grover. These are of course exclusive to the Flare Box, and they are all of epic quality. You may recognize the Bomb King emote specifically. It was the roar he used in one of the trailers. There's also a spooky new Halloween box coming, the Little Box of Horrors. This comes with a ton of cosmetics. Take a look at some of these. Here you can see accessory pieces for Genos, Andro, Torvald, Ceres, and Ruckus. They're all rare quality. And I gotta say, the Ruckus one probably has to be the best. He's little Andy. How adorable is that? There is also an uncommon set for Grover. It comes with an accessory body and weapon. There's also a spray. It says Boo on it. Apparently, the spray is different depending on if it's in the light or darkness. As for epics, we have Pump King, Bomb King returning with this box. This skin now has its own spray as well. This was one of the rarest cosmetics in the game for a while, but now it's back and a ton of people are going to finally get their hands on it. There is also one more epic, a very fitting one. Our very own Winter Witch is living up to part of her title. Here we have Bewitching Evie. Now guys, I know Evie gets a lot of love in the skins department, but look at that skin! How could anyone be upset with that? You guys can probably guess who I'll be playing on this update's test map gameplay video, which will be Salt, by the way. New test map is called Salt. But anyway, back to the skin. This skin is amazing. The weapon is also a spin on old Evie's weapon, apparently. I didn't play that far back, but those of you that did might recognize it. The voice pack is also really good. Evie sounds so cute. Kinda sounds like Ninja Sky a little bit. Here, take a listen.
Trick or treat! Double kill, boy, you're in trouble! What did you just call me? Oh, witch. Right. 2 grams of fairy dust, a lizard's tooth, and an orc's tail. Early witch gets the mana.
Alright, so that's it for that box, but there is still more. Pip is getting a Boo Blaster and it'll be available for direct purchase. This weapon turns your enemies into ghost chickens when you ult. There's also a questline that's similar to the Samurai Ash and Ninja Sky Feudal Strife questline. You buy the quest and it lets you get 2 skins, one being this rare Strix skin, Raven. This comes with an accessory body and weapon. I'm not the biggest fan of this guy, but I gotta admit that skin is really cool for a rare. As for the other skin, it is Wickerman Maldamba. Look at that! How crazy is that? If I saw this thing jump out at me in a field, I'd probably die on the spot. I mean, look at that snake. That is crazy. I didn't think there was any way they could top Chancellor Maldamba, but man, was I wrong. The voice pack is also so fun to listen to here. Listen.
Hold on to your stuffing. It's about to get spooky. You are like your lower intestine, stinky and full of hot air. This is Halloween! This is Halloween! You get some venom! You get some venom! You'll get some venom! If I wanted to heal, my schedule wouldn't allow it. 3 o'clock, wallow in self-pity. 3:30, gaze into the abyss. 5 o'clock, solve realm hunger, tell no one. 5:30, yell at the crows. 6:30, buy deft hands. I can't cancel that again.
Now let's look at the VIP store stuff. There isn't a ton here, but Pip does get a legendary dance emote called Get Clucked. I think it speaks for itself, really. There's also a new announcer pack. This one is done by Bruce Buffer. If you don't know who that is, he's an MMA fighter announcer. I didn't know who he was. I really wasn't expecting this of all things. It was a pretty random thing to add. Still waiting for more character announcer packs because I think those are the best. Anyway, there'll also be a new mount, the Nightmare Mount. That's it for cosmetics. There are more achievements coming into the realm though. There is quite a bit, but only 3 of them are really worth talking about because these 3 give you titles. The first title is Mr. Moneybags, and that requires you to earn over 1 million gold. The second one is the dedicated, and that requires you to have 30 characters at level 15. And finally, there is the insane. And man, if you get this, you are insane. This requires you to have 30 characters at level 20. Guys, let me put that into perspective for you. I'm level 178 with a booster bot for practically all of that time, and I only have 2. Leanne and Drogos. Also, level 19 to 20 is about 6 million XP alone. So yeah, imagine that plus all the other levels. For 30 characters. Whoever gets this, oh my god. Oh my god, I don't think anyone's going to get it for a long time, because even the people who have been playing since closed alpha only have like 3 or 4 level 20s. Now let's talk about balance. There isn't really a lot, but something long awaited has finally come. Andro is getting a rework to his Defiance. No more bullets, instead, Andro will now punch somebody for 700 damage. If an Andro gets in your face, with his new fire rate, he can easily burst you down, and now he has a melee, basically a melee, to go ahead and help with that. And of course, the Defiance cards are getting reworked to go along with this. Now for Lex, oh man, this is something. Lex's minimum accuracy is getting increased from 78% to 92%, so when he slides up and starts spamming you, it's going to be even easier for him to land that spam. I'm going to be honest here, Lex is by far the most brain-dead character in the game. There's no real thought to him. It's mainly you just slide in, spam, right-click if you need to, slide out. And now it's even easier to land that spam. I don't get why they'd want that. How about you guys make flanks that require some level of thinking better instead? Or, even better yet, make Lex require some level of thinking before making him rewarding.
It's all skill, I promise!
Next up is Makoa. Pluck will now only affect your first shot after firing. So if you somehow miss at point blank, you won't get to fire again and still have bonus damage. Now on to Pip, the I am flank guy himself. Acrobatics is getting reworked, and oh man, I would have loved to have this for my last randomizer video where I got Pip. Acrobatics is being renamed to Combat Medic. When you hit an ally with Healing Potion, your attack speed will be increased by 50% for 3 seconds. That's a lot better than CC immunity while using Weightless, because that was pretty much useless before. However, this still may end up not being useful. If you're a Pip that's healing, you'll probably want Mega Potion, and if you're a Pip that is flanking and dealing damage, you'd probably want Catalyst. So I don't know if this will really have a place in the game or not. We'll see though, it's still better than Acrobatics by far. Now for Talus. Talus sucks, we all know that. He is by far the weakest character in the game. So they're buffing him up. His primary will now hit for 110 instead of 95. That might not seem like a lot, but considering how fast he fires, that is a big DPS bump. His Revitalize card is also getting its healing cut in half. Now, this isn't a nerf. They're making it so Talus heals for 500 health when teleporting part of his base kit. Revitalize will add on to that. Also, I want to throw out that when you heal after teleporting, you cannot be cauterized. The teleport cleanses cauterize, so you'll always get the heal without getting it reduced. Hopefully these buffs will put Talus into a good spot and make him not an instant throw pick when picking him. Now I want to warn you guys, don't go picking him in competitive until you try him out though. If he ends up still being bad, then there goes your TP. Now for Torvald. They said Torvald was winning too much in all levels of play, and that's a bad thing. That's a very bad thing. So I expected them to give him his own back alley beating like they did to Maeve a long time ago, but he didn't get hit that hard. Nullify will now be affected by CC reduction, and Recharge will now heal for 212.5 of his barrier per tick instead of 85, but the duration is being reduced from 2.5 seconds to 1 second. The cooldown for this ability is also being increased from 10 to 15 seconds. His alternating current is also getting reduced from 1.5 seconds to 1 second. Now if it was me, I probably would have just cut his DPS down and not his survivability. Torv can melt somebody pretty quickly for a tank, but hopefully this is enough to balance his win rate out anyway. Alright, so that's it. There is a lot to look forward to. I cannot wait to get my hands on those skins. I will go ahead and make another video showing the prices of everything when the PTS goes up, so look out for that. Anyway, what do you guys think of this update? Let me know down below, and that's pretty much it. I want to thank y'all for watching. I very much appreciate it, and I'm going to see you guys later. Bye!